The army keeps your... Welcome to Rathir.
Oh, my Lady Coriana won't eat. She won't sleep. All on account of a poor, sick Malian. Woe on House Anwan. Poor boy, he sleeps and tosses and turns. From the things he says under his breath, his dreams must be ghastly things. My poor lady, what grief she's known. Her daughters lost to Cluricon, and her husband to the war before that. Her son Malian is all that's left to her, and the only seed of House Anwan. Oh, my masters aren't like some up Spire top. Just one name to our house, thank you very much, and nearly old as Rathir at that. There are but 2 left of Anwan blood. One soon enough if young Master Malian does not mend. The healers say bad blood, but my lady swears it's poison. He sleeps and sleeps, but he's never any better. Well, it's hard to say. The healers are no use. You could go to her yourself and ask. No harm in that. You'll find my lady in the house, by poor Malian's side most likely. The young master's sickness, yes. He's the last one living, what with the others dead in the war. Here, in House Anwan. She spends most of her time by poor young Malian's sickbed. Do help my lady if you can.
My lady will be sore if I'm not swift with my work.
Before you lies the Scholia Arcana. All are welcome upon our grounds, though we ask you do not disturb the students. Every mortal who shows promise in the art is welcome among us. Of course, they must pass the trial. We must have standards. Yes, the trial of initiation. If you are interested in joining, visit the chapter house in Isa. Did you know this spire rock was first settled by a hermit mage and his disciples? Only when Jotun marauders threatened the Twilly Bluffs did the rest seek safer refuge here. 600 years of magical scholarship and training, nor did our history prevent us from accepting the younger races. The Almain and Varani, of course. It was not so many generations back that only the gnomes and Alpha possessed magic. And still, no one knows what kindled this sleeping talent in their breasts. Good day.
This here's the Obercont.
I am Elund Karth. Welcome to our city. Do not speak to me of the war. Rathir, not a general or a fate weaver, nor Lyria herself, who alone controls the outcome.
Rathir has taken in half of Mel Senshia's population as refugees from the war. Orphans fill our poorhouses. They've never seen their parents' city and never will. I realize they long for their home, but they need to accept a painful fact. Rathir is their only home now. Mel Senshia is no more.
They have delved earthward, where we have lifted high. They think no one watches them because they are thus sheltered. The deeper they dig, the higher we will rise. I am the Elund, Morphan Karth, and the voice of the Oberkant. Within this city, my word is law.
The city of walls is lost to us, and we can afford no more troops for them. Better to muster our forces to counterattack after its fall.
Those who watch and govern Rathir, they sit in secret council. Even their names are unknown, and are thus above corruption and idolatry. Only I am known, the Elund, their voice.
At your service.
The Wyvern gifts are a disgrace. The day the gifts wed themselves to House Wyvern.
Lord Candrian is such a disappointment. You won't find any door into the Orbicon. A stroll up here always calms my spirits. So many of our young men and...
Sisters and brothers of Lyria.
Praying in our temple, even a walk in the gardens. It's one.
Praying in our temple. Even a... All who love Lyria should...
The
seek
city
always
watch
in the
never
temple.
rests. So then she looked at me and said, "If that's all."
Oh, but that is droll.
Come, be at ease. Wyvern Gif are not so stiff or haughty as some great houses. She actually seems to believe Rathir should defend itself, and let the rest of the world rot. I'm truly sorry that her son is ill, but would she wish the healers to let him die because they have no Anwan in their blood? If it were the custom to take your husband's name, I might have been Tanra Wyvern, and there would have been no sneering whispers. It caused enough of a stir that my husband added his name in front of Gif. Well, I am proud to share it. There are 10 great houses that flank the spire's rise, and 2 upon its top. One of those is Wyvern Gif. So do not listen to any idle rumors. I bear no one ill will. If some are too haughty to speak with me, the shame is on their own heads. I get so angry when I hear people speak against Rathir's full engagement in the war. It is a disgrace to us all, and before the eyes of our Losafar cousins too. The great families most of all must show their support for it. Everyone looks to us. I cannot understand Coriana Anwan on this point. I ask you, was there ever any doubt what this Gadflow was, or that he must be torn from his throne? Why let him stand?
Every morning, fresh soldiers board...
All who love Lyria should seek the orders.
So then she looked at me and said,
Last
"That's a
week,
war."
the Wyvern gift girl snuck down to the Seafoam Tavern.
Oh, the storm that struck the house when her parents heard tell of it. Oh.
My lady will be sore if I'm not swift with my work.
Don't mind me. My lady will be sore if I'm not swift with my work.
My son Malian is gravely ill. The healers say his blood is diseased, but I am sure it must be poison. If I were younger, I'd go and find the Lapidus myself and prove them wrong. The Wyverns were of respected and decent lineage, though their wealth was not great. Then the merchants Gif bought House Wyvern, much to our surprise. They have mixed sea wash with fine wine. So Tanra Gif has been spreading more artless rumors, has she? I'm not against the war. Haven't I given my husband and daughters to it? But I fear for the sovereignty of Rathir. The army under General Talera has too much liberty, land, and sway. And what do we get in return? Brutal and heavy-handed approaches to a complicated problem. More sophisticated tactics might have saved lives. The healers name it as an affliction of the blood, but Anwan blood has bent beneath no malady in generations. No, Malian was poisoned, I am sure. Our line is ancient. However, if my son Malian is not cured, we shall wither, and the weeds of Wyvern Gif grasp ever higher. She is lost in the wilderness. She searches for mythical solutions to real problems. How can this stalemate end? One would imagine a Losalfar general to use a bit more wisdom to combat the Tuatha. His father died in the Battle of Galliffer Plain. His sisters in Cluricon. He is all I have left, and he is slipping away from me. It was early in the war, and until that time we had known only defeat. The day was won, and my husband lost. Bring my son this wild plant, and I will see you richly rewarded. This I swear. Of course not. But my family legacy says it will, and I have no wish to watch my son die while there is still a chance for hope. There's only one place that I know of, the Acathan wetlands. You must search for it there. You will know Lepidus by the shape of its blue flower. It is an herb with natural properties. It is not strictly alchemy, and it does not cure a poison. However, it can relieve the symptoms for a time. Malian will still need an antidote before he is fully well. The wetlands of Acatha. Find it and bring it to my son with all due haste. Be wary. I have sent servants before you who did not return. Go, fetch. Go, fetch the
don't mind me. Oh, such a state! You've spoken with my lady. Oh, if there's